What is up, you guys? Gamer Life Studio here, back at it with another off the top video. And in today's video, we got a lot of things that we need to talk about and discuss because, oh my god, shit just been, we are just going to be getting out of January, heading into February. Bro, January, this whole past couple of weeks has been non-stop. Like the last 2 weeks, it's been just this, that been happening. All of this shit started to happen. This shit is crazy. I couldn't, damn, we just starting off in 2026, 2026 is about to be dressing ourselves and getting ready and prepared for the future, for sure. Okay, and you know how it is around here, right? A lot of people in the gaming community are like old dinosaurs, right? We know who the suspects are because they always gotta whine and complain about the same things, this, that, the consoles and all this bullshit. Like, bro, these are just an old bag of bones, old dinosaur people that just need to hang up their coat and go into the retirement phase because we are living in 2026. This is the future. We are heading into the next 25 years. And let me tell you something, January this month, bro, it's been wild. It's been fucking wild, but it's also funny too. So if you do enjoy this video and you do enjoy my content, right, make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. Again, I got some more videos and more content on the way. I'm also working on another little project, but I don't want to spoil it yet, but keep an eye out on the post right over here. I might be posting it up, so I'm just letting you know. Or you can go on the Discord. I think if you go on Six and Serial, I might post it up on there too, like a little sneak peek of what I'm doing. But it's been in the works a little bit, and I said, fuck it, I might as well do something new, something fresh, something challenging that I never really done before. But I won't spoil everything, but I just keep an eye out on the post, or you can go on Six and Serial Discord and I might post it up on there in under the category of the anime section, So without further ado, make sure you like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into the video itself, because we're gonna, how we do, we got to start from the top, work our way down. And the biggest one today, I know motherfuckers are happy as hell that AI bubble may burst and wiping out 40 trillion fucking dollars. And NASA, what are they going to do? Oh no, which is already bursting right now, which is crazy. Like the AI bubble is popping. Yeah, because they trying to invest into this AI bullshit, but it ain't making them really any fucking money. So it's and you see Microsoft and they're trying to push for that, and it's not really working out as well, so they're losing money as well. But let's kick things off. So we know the AI bubble has burst, is starting to leak out, right? And just think of it as a big nasty giant fucking pimple right on the side of your fucking face, and then when you press on it, it's hard, it's kind of squishy a bit, whatever, and then when you start to push onto it, it will start to burst, and then it pop, and then it leaks out all this gush shit. We are starting to see some of the little leakage off of it, and then it's about to go pop. Shit about to pop, and it already has started, because in the next one right here, right, we got two right here, right? So after when the whole Nvidia situation over here, let's start from over here on this side. I should have put it on that side, but Nvidia halts plans to invest in $100 billion in OpenAI after talks collapse. The talks collapse for that AI and all the infrastructure. It's just so much money to maintain it and stuff like that. I know they're talking about Blackwell and stuff like that, but now Nvidia is also suffering, right? And along with the rest of them in the tech industry, right? AMD will be suffering too, as along with Intel, right? But also the other key player is definitely Microsoft. Microsoft, $44 billion, 440 billion wiped, and investors are angry about OpenAI debt. Explain. Wow. See, look at that. So, I told you, again, look, I put it like this way. AI is a tool that if you want to use it, it's cool and stuff, but it ain't going to replace or generate money or revenue. It's just a tool for me. In my eyes, it's just a tool, right? If I choose to use it, I'll use it. If I don't, I can care less. I'm not losing sleep over it, right? It is a nifty tool. I do use it, right? I'm not going to be one of those people like, you know, like fucking Dreamcast guy or all these fucking dinosaur clowns like AI slopping, whatever, you know, they're just talking out of their ass, right? But I do understand, like, is it pushing a little bit too far where it's just like on AI paint and, you know, we need Copilot this on here, we need Copilot that? I mean, yes, you know, that's why I just, like, again, I uninstalled the thing. You probably don't see it, but I did uninstall Copilot on my Windows, right? I'm only using Copilot through their whatchamacallit. I'm using Copilot through their web browser, right? You know, Microsoft Edge browsers. That's the Copilot I'm using. I'm using it on there, then having it run onto my system. That's what I'm doing, right? And it's really not that hard. It's not a big deal to uninstall fucking AI or Copilot. It's really not. It's not a big fucking deal. Honestly, just a few clicks of a button, or even just downloading a program like I think it was this one right here, which is Revo uninstaller. It uninstalls everything, it cleans out everything. So just me installing it and uninstalling Copilot, easy as hell, and it's not even that annoying. So it's like, again, but back to this right here. So Nvidia basically, you know, they're in the, you know, their $1 billion plan, you know, $100 billion investment plan has collapsed. So basically, you know, investors seen that. So we started to see the bubble burst, and just like Microsoft, you know, $440 million wiped, and investors are angry about OpenAI debt. Yep. So pretty much, yeah. I totally understand. So, you know, Microsoft is suffering, Nvidia is going to suffer, right? All of these tech companies, right? Even Elon Musk is also suffering with losing money into the AI bubble and stuff like that, right? So they're losing money too, right? Which I'm very, very happy, right? And then, you know, like, again, when we're moving on, like, what is the main culprit of this AI bubble burst, you say? Well, all thanks to Google DeepMind, which is basically Genie 3, which is create dynamic worlds, and you can navigate it in real time. So basically you could create these like GTA clone worlds and stuff like that, right? So if we look at the video right here, so basically like this right here, like you can make an AI chopper or whatever, and you can like navigate through the world and stuff like that, right? In real time interactive stuff, right? So basically this is what make, you know, the AI bubble pop, you know, and collapse. And so investors are pulling out, and they're looking at this and they're like, whoa, holy shit, like, damn, okay, we can do this now. Okay, so there you go, you know, that's where we at. You know, we're at that point where we can see, like, somebody can scan a house, right? Look at this. Portable events, like, look, it's still AI, it's not perfect, like, you can kind of see like this, but the technology is there, right? I told you this is going to be that future, that AI is going to be mainly going to be a tool, but you still need developers and stuff to do like cleanup work, do some of this work, you know, stuff like, they still got to do work in here regardless. Like, they can build a world, cool, but they still got to put in work and shit like that. So that's not, you know, like, again, AI can't do everything. Like, it ain't gonna, you know, it can make a world and shit, but again, it ain't gonna make like individual, like, okay, quest markers, maps, cool missions, dialogue, character development, right? We're not at that point, but we're seeing like baby steps that we're getting to that point, or we're going in that direction where, like, okay, AI can make a world that looks and feels believable, but we're not at the point where AI just does everything. Like, okay, we're gonna make map markers, quests, and I'm gonna fix that water right there, gonna make this wall looks more realistic, I'm gonna change this. Like, no, that's where, like, again, you still need developers to come in and do the touch-up works, like you see right in here. Like, you can see, like, it still needs some touch-up work, you know? Like, again, it's like, it's cool, but it's like, again, like, it's still got a long ways to go, but it's like kind of like first prototype. Like, you know, this is what the possibility of the future we can have, you know, right? Like this right here. All right, so since we already got that out the way, and that's what, you know, everything else is collapsing, right? If we go back, like, again, this is why the AI is bursting, ever since Google dropped that right there, and we're seeing a lot of popping going on, a lot of oozing, a lot of the puff is starting to leak out, right? And then when they drop this, then we already know that the gaming industry is taking a wipe. You know, Take-Two, Roblox, and other big gaming stocks are in free fall because investors are frequently not very smart. Yeah, you know, they're not really smart. So if we go down here, right, you can see right here, you know, Google Gemini, Take-Two, CD Projekt Red, Roblox, and video games. You know, we got all the hashtags here, but you can see right here, right, Take-Two, boom. After that Google stuff, you know, happened, that video that I showed you, that's what happens. Like, look at that, boom, going crashing down. You got Roblox, boom, crashing down. You got fucking CD Projekt Red, boom, crashing down. We got Unity Software, boom, crashing down. And I'm like, bro, like, some of these investors are stupid as hell. I don't know why would you want to pull out from investments out of here. You need people to clean up. Like, it's obviously, if we go back to the video, right, to right here at this point, and we'll blow it up. You can even see right here, right? Let me go take off the captions, right? You can see right here that it still needs some work. Like, it looks pretty good, don't get me wrong, but again, it's not perfect, but it still needs a lot of work. You know, you still need developers making missions and stuff like that. Yes, you can make an empty world, but there's no like missions or people to do, you know, right? Nobody's not going to really play it. Maybe they'll play it, but they're just going to walk around and just look at shit or whatever they can do. But they're not going to, there's like, again, no mission structures, no, like, again, building structures looks like the same copy and paste. There's no personality to it. Let's just put it like that. It feels like plain Jane, whatever. But again, we're in early stages. We're not in final stage yet. So calm down. We're not there yet. We still need developers to come in and fix and tweak stuff up. I think even I said that during, remember when I said, I think when I was talking about this one right here on a hot take, which is the Elder Scrolls 6 Irelac, right? And how they're using procedural generated, you know, in their creation engine and stuff, right? When I was talking about the Creation 2 engine, right? And I said, I think Elder Scrolls 6 might possibly can be released in 2027. Why? Because they using AI, you know, kind of like procedural generated content where they make the world, right? They do something like again, like this. They make the world, but then they got to come in and fix it and add details like, okay, let me put the map over here. Let me fix the mountains in the background. Let me fix the structure over here. Let me fix a little bit of the water textures, right? That's what basically what they're doing. They're adding like mission structures and reshaping the world. That makes development time a little bit more quicker, because if you was to make a world on, you know, by scratch, like if we was heading back to like early 2012, 10s and stuff like that, it would have taken a lot longer to do, right? Right now it's a bit more quicker, more faster, more efficient. Now they're just coming in and touching it up, fixing it, making it and shaping it into whatever it want. It's just like when you take a, I don't know if you ever took in like a pottery class or something like that, but if you ever took in a pottery class or you try to make pot, it will start off as a lump of shit, like a lump of clay shit, and then when you spinning it, you're molding it with shapes with your hands, you know, you're smoothing it out, you're making the pot even, you're adding in lines, you're adding in this, right? So you're carving your way to make a pot out of this lump of shit. But let's just say like this lump of shit was spinning around and it kind of shapes itself into somewhat of a pot, and then you just come in to just finish it up, like, okay, let me go, you know, make the pot a little bit bigger, let me shape it a little bit more open, let me put this on here, right? You're adding the touches and details, and you're reshaping the pot a little bit more instead of it starting out of a lump of shit. Okay, that's basically what AI is. Or right here when we see Jenny 3 whatever with Google creation whatever, where this is just not a lump of clay shit, but it's just like it's somewhat representable, but it's not fully there and contextualized. It looks cool, but it's not there yet. Still got a lot of problems. You still need to shape up and do a lot of stuff. So relax, you guys. We're not at the point where, you know, like AI is going to make every single thing. You still need developers to do shit and fix shit in here too. Okay. So without that being said, right, you know, like we're seeing a lot of the stocks drop, right, for all of these games, which it doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you one thing as a pro tip: if you see a stock drop and you can able to get on your phone and buy some stocks, now is time to shell out the funds. Because like, hey, buy one stock and you can make some fucking money, because we already know, especially for Take-Two, like this is the most stupidest thing. I don't know why would an investor like pull out of Take-Two Interactive stock, knowing that GTA 6 is literally coming around the fucking corner. Ain't I just make a video not that long ago about that? Like, we're literally in the next couple of months, we are going to see GTA 6 is going to be released, and then next thing you know, when that comes up, it's going to go right back up to here. So since the stocks are low, right, if it's low, you know what I say? Hey, you know, start investing some stocks. If you can afford it, I say fucking do it. I say do it. You know, put $200 on that shit. Buy one stock. You know, buy one stock or something. You know, like fuck it. Do it while you can. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm probably gonna be investing in a stock, and it's definitely in Take-Two. I'm gonna invest in that because I know it's gonna go right back up. Right. So there's that, right? There's that issue. So like, again, it's across the board, and that's including PlayStation 2 and Nintendo and also Xbox, right? So I just want to make sure, and that's also other companies, other gaming studios as well, as also being affected by this too. So I just want to make sure it's clear, like PlayStation is not off the hook. They are just as much involved with this bullshit than anything else. I mean, ain't they just made a patent? Well, they didn't make a patent, but I think we made a video talking about they had a patent where you could actually let the game play by itself using AI. So they're also investing and also looking into AI stuff, you know, Sony and PlayStation, into their games or their cameras. And I said this shit before, and I told you that they are not going to be out of the race. That don't think like Sony has nothing to do with AI. They don't want nothing to do with it. They are just as much as invested and interested in AI than Microsoft and Xbox and anybody else. They're just as much into it because they want to, you know, be part of the race. They want to make money too, right? They don't want to get left behind. So there we go. There we go with that. Let's go sidetrack a little bit and go with some Ubisoft news, which this shit was even more crazy. That Ubisoft kills 6 games, delays 7, and lay off devs. It kicks off a major reset. While these decisions are difficult, they are necessary. No, these are not difficult decisions or necessary, because basically you just the person who's in charge at Ubisoft right now needs to get the fuck out of there and needs to go. Okay, because clearly nobody got time for this. And I even heard through the grapevine over there at Ubisoft that if the Guillaume whatever comes through in one of those office buildings or whatever that Ubisoft owns, those people are going to walk out and strike because they're just getting sick and tired of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And some people probably already deciding, like, you know what, maybe Ubisoft is not the great place to work at. I think it's time to leave. I think we're already heading into a gaming crash. We're seeing stocks are being lost here and there. We see the AI bubbles about to purse, which is fucking crazy. And now Ubisoft is literally like, all those staff members are just fed up with the garbage and saying, look, we're going to go on strike, period. You walk into the building, we're going to walk the fuck out. Everybody's going to walk out and go on strike. That's what they're going to do. Because they get sick and tired of the garbage bullshit. Because, like, again, it's no excuse. Because, like, again, we have Expedition 33. Expedition 33 was made by Ubisoft ex-devs. They made a game, put it together, something that is completely out of the market, and they basically won Game of the Year. So now Kepler, as a publisher, and their their value just went the fuck up. They just went up. And I bet you even Sansfall, that studio who made Expedition 33, they might thinking about saying, hey, we can hire a few of these Ubisoft devs that are basically about to leave or whatever. They might be going over there and asking Kepler, like, hey, can you hire us? We want to work with Sansfall with their next Expedition 33 game. Maybe they're not going to make it super big, or this is Kepler's opportunity to be like, hey, if they're making Expedition 33 game, what are these ex-Ubisoft devs can do? Maybe we can get them and get them in a room and let them make another crazy project so we can win another Game of the Year or another noteworthy game. So Kepler, as a publisher, is also thinking like, hey, you know what? This is be a really great opportunity. There's opportunities out here for this. As much as this is a fucking tragic, right? This is a tragic. You got to look at the positive, saying, hey, maybe some of these ex-Ubisoft devs might can go over there at Kepler, and if Kepler said, hey, we can make another studio, let's open up another studio for them and have them make a little small project away from Expedition 33. If they already got a team for Expedition 33, let them keep working on another sequel while we can let this team make something completely new and different. Hey, this could be another smash hit. It could be whatever. And Kepler, as a publisher, can rise up while Ubisoft, as a publisher, is crashing down, and let it burn. Things go, all things go up, things must gotta come down, right? It happens, and every corporation is suffering. Good. I'm very fucking happy. I'm very fucking happy that Xbox is suffering too. Like, again, I said this shit plenty of times. I'm not some fucking dick rider for these corporations. If they're suffering, no matter if it's in the gaming or in Microsoft size and Windows, I am happy that they're suffering. They need to suffer. Okay? You're going to get some W's, and you're going to definitely, suffer in some places or get some L's, which is perfectly fine. So this right here, Ubisoft is getting these massive fucking L's. Hey, Ubisoft told me, you know what Ubisoft told me? They told me that you don't own your games or anything, and guess what? You're going to like it. You're going to be happy that you don't own your games. If Ubisoft ever comes in here and take any fucking Ubisoft game out of my fucking library, you know what I'm going to retaliate with? You know what I'm going to retaliate? It's called, I'm not going to buy your fucking games ever again. And I do have some Ubisoft games in here, and I hide them. I don't even want to see them even in my own fucking library. That's how much I'm not supporting nor buying a fucking Ubisoft fucking game ever again. If that man is still in fucking charge, he needs to go. Once he fucking goes and get the fuck up out of there, then I might think about saying, hey, maybe I can buy a Ubisoft game now. Because again, the fucking head person told me, like, hey, you're gonna be happy when we start removing games out of my library. Oh, I'm gonna be happy? Okay, well, two can play that game. It's called I don't have to buy your fucking games. There is plenty of fucking games right here for me that I can dive on in and play. I got a shit ton of fucking games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And it's crazy how those 6 games, I think it was, one was the, what was that game was? Fucking, the Prince of Persia Shantae remake, which that was a complete fucking failure. I think it was ready, but now they just said, fuck it, we're gonna cancel that. And they canceled amongst those 6 games was another Watch Dogs game, which that's even more crazy. I'm like, damn, they can't even get a Watch Dogs game right. This is so insane. Like, even modders, like for the first Watch Dog games on PC with the modded version, bro, that shit looked fucking incredible. It looks like a John Wick game. Like a John Wick game that we always wanted to have and we never did. But then we got modders modding Watch Dogs, turning it into a John Wick like game, whatever. Adding in new mechanics, fixing stuff, right? And then they delay 7 games and stuff, and they laying off devs, which just is bad for Ubisoft. Again, Ubisoft has some really great IPs. They really do, but it's just the slop after slop after slop. It's just been a conveyor belt. It's been the same shit over and over again, and people just got tired of it. They're just like, all right, I can care less. There's plenty of new games. Like, again, we got Expedition 33, you got Forza Horizon 6 is coming up, you got all these other great, fantastic new games. I don't really care nor miss a Ubisoft game ever again. If Ubisoft was to collapse right now and say, hey, we're closing up shop, we sold our IPs, I wouldn't miss them. I would have said, hey, that's on you. You put yourself in this situation, and this is where you ended up to be. This is why I tell you, like, those old dinosaur fucking people needs to start hanging up their jacket. Okay, they need to hang it up and go and retire somewhere. I'm sorry, like, you're just an old fart. You just can't keep running the corporation like that. Same thing for Take-Two. At one point, Take-Two, with whoever's that's in charge of that old person, he's gonna have to go too. You can't keep running the company. Shit. Not only that, shit, EA is also in the same situation too, just as much as Ubisoft. But this one right here is a little bit different because it's like 46 US Congress members expressed serious concerns to the FTC over the buyout from Saudi Arabia, as they should, right? We should be concerned about that shit, right? But again, not Ubisoft. What I'm talking about, Ubisoft is fucking dead. I can care less about Ubislop. But again, EA is on the same boat or the same situation as Ubisoft as well, because they got Apex Legends and they did Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 right now ain't doing so well, right? Ever since the passing of one of our beloved FPS that made the childhood dreams and stuff like that with the Modern Warfare 1, right? Call of Duty World at War, the first Call of Duty games, right? Which is I think it was Vincent Pella, so he passed away like last year, 2025, which is fucking insane. No, wait, is it last year or is it this year? No, I think it was last year, December. He passed away. Before going into this year. That's crazy. And now Battlefield 6 looks like it's in trouble. Now, I'd much rather play Battlefield 6 over Call of Duty Black Ops 7, because Black Ops 7 looks like a copy and paste and it's fucking garbage. I even can tell you that it's fucking trash. I played Black Ops 6, I didn't enjoy myself. And then I lost interest and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. But Black Ops 7, it was a hell no. But I like Battlefield 6. I'd much rather play that. But now Battlefield 6, to me, I'm playing it and I'm not having fun. I'm just not having fun. The progression system is garbage. Matches, gunfights feels like I'm not hitting my shots where it needs to be at, even though I'm hitting them. They're not getting killed. They're like roll stopping me. I'm like, all right, you know what? I said to myself, I think it's time for me to uninstall the game. It's unfortunate, but I did uninstall Battlefield 6. I said, I'm not going to play this trash. Not until they fix and address some issues. And I'm not the only one. There's many Battlefield fans out there that also feels the same way. But I'd much rather play that game and install that game again rather than Call of Duty's fucking 7, that trash. Hopefully Call of Duty will do better next year, but again, EA is in that same fucking situation. Again, they have all these great, fantastic IPs, but they're not putting it in good use, and they keep fumbling the ball and shooting themselves in the foot. So therefore, EA is no different. EA is just as much as trash. So I can care less about their games either. So if EA collapse and Ubisoft collapse, for me personally, that's a win. That's a fucking W. You know why it's a W? It's because guess what? Now all the small creators are going to start to rise up to take their place now. Like, I want to see other publishers to rise up to take over the place of like EA and Ubisoft. You know, like it's time for a breath of fresh air. I'm tired of these, you know, locked away IPs. They're not doing shit with their IPs. They're canceling projects. They don't listen to the fucking community. So there you guys have it. And you know, hey, if they're investigating, I hope they find something to not make this deal go through. I hope so. Because like, again, you know, EA is in the same boat as Ubisoft. It's just a bunch of sloppy ass games, right? Now, moving on to Xbox bad, you know, because everybody's like with this whole Xbox is dead, it's dead. Like, if they're dead, then why the fuck are we got games right now, bitch? I got Game Pass right here, still popping. Here's all the games right here, still playing, still subscribing for it. And also, I brought Xbox games as well, right? This was on, you know, Game Pass, and I brought it. I brought it like last year, right? This was on Game Pass. Dead Island 2 was on Game Pass. I recently just brought Go Vein 2. So I do buy games and I do play them, and I do use Game Pass as well. Like, what the fuck? Right? Forza Horizon, right? Outer Worlds, right? Outer Worlds 2 is installed. I'm about to be starting to play up that game again. Right? You know, I still got Starfield installed. So, you know, like, I think we're good. I think, you know, like, again, this is not too surprising here. Like again, if you're gonna say they're dead, I mean, in terms of like consoles wise, I mean, sure. But I think Xbox realized, like, I think a lot of people are moving towards the direction where people are investing in more into PC than they are with consoles. They're not invested in console all that much. Like, not today. Like, a lot of people are moving on towards PC. Again, I get to pay my bills. I get to play my games. I get to like record. I get to do other stuff. Like, I'm doing more than just playing a game on a console, right? I'm doing more things with my PC. So yes, our Xbox hardware sales slumped by 32%. No real surprise, as Microsoft reported that its overall gaming revenue is in a decline, right? So, and even Microsoft also blamed fucking whatchamacallit, they blame you know, Xbox for whatever. I'm like, shit, Microsoft needs to start blaming themselves, because, you know, like, again, we go back up here. I mean, this AI bubble popping, you know, you have lost over this much money, 440 billion fucking dollars. You know, like, again, I love to see Microsoft to suffer. You know, I'm not like these like fucking PlayStation pony bots, or, you know, whatever, these damage control. They gotta suffer so they can improve and do better. Good. I like to see Nvidia suffer. And if AMD is suffering as well, good. Let these motherfuckers suffer. They need to suffer. Okay? I'm glad that Google stepped in and said, I'm gonna make everybody suffer. And it's happening. We're in the gaming crash right now. I mean, look at this. We are in the tail end of the month of January as the time of this recording, and we're moving into February. And this is just, bro, this is fucking insane, bro. Right? But Xbox hardware level, this is no surprise for that. I wouldn't be surprised about that. I mean, reportedly down for 32%. Yeah, it's because it's higher now. Nobody's not going to run out there and buy a console. I think people are most likely are running out there and investing into a PC. They're either getting a laptop, a tablet, or they're building a PC or buying a pre-owned PC. Because you can see, like, the PC market is growing, especially in Steam. Steam is insane. Like, the amount of record revenue that they be doing on this shit is crazy. That's what I'm sitting there saying. They're investing in like the PC ecosystem. Because most of the gamers, like myself and many others, have moved towards this direction. Because, like, again, like, what is the point of me buying a console for, and any console for that matter, right? Now you can go and say, well, if I was to choose a console, right, I will still choose Microsoft console and Xbox console, because of the fact that, again, it gives me things that I can do, right? I can basically emulate games on there, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, most likely in the future, maybe 5. I could emulate PlayStation 5 games on that fucking Xbox Series X, which would be insane, you know, in the future. And then you have what? You have whatchamacallit. So that's, you know, you got backwards compatibility, both physical and digital as well. Both physical and digital, right? And we're seeing it because, like, again, if we go on the PC Game Pass, right? With, you know, cloud gaming, right? Right on hand, you know, right? We got cloud gaming is starting to come in, right? So you can cloud game on there. But it also has some of my other games as well. I think install or own. Let's just put own. Look at this. Look at this. These are all of my old games. Look, they even got 360 cloud. That's crazy. Hey, pretty soon it might be downloadable soon. That now I could just download like a 360 title, place Dead Space 2, Crimson Sky, right? You know, like, you know, Forza Horizon 4, 5, Gears of War 4. These are some of the games that I own. Sleeping Dogs, digitally. Perfect Dark 0, Raid, Replay Value, Watch Dogs, you know, Inside, Grand Theft Auto, Xbox One version of it, which I have. So it's crazy. Like, look, like this is all like some of my 360 games and that. So I don't know what else I could tell you there, buddy, but you know, it's a clear sign that they're investing into, like, again, you know, more of the PC market side than it is like hardware and stuff, like the hardware or console hardware. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, of course, this number most likely going to go up once GTA 6 comes out. It's probably going to go up slightly. I wouldn't say it's going to be like dominating, but at least it's going to go back up when GTA 6 drop, right? Microsoft also says the earning release that, you know, is including Game Pass, were down by 5%. Okay. So there's that for you. So basically, oh no, Xbox is bad. Like, hardware sales are declining. I'm like, okay, and and what? So I still got access to all of my games on here. I got access to Game Pass and all the new games that are coming out from the developer direct. And on top of that, I still buy my games and play them too. I still buy them. There's shit on sale, so I'm not too worried about it. So, well, like me, I'm like, okay, so what? I can care less. Like, again, I'm glad that Xbox is suffering. Glad Microsoft is suffering. Some of these corporations are fucking suffering, right? And including PlayStation, they're suffering too, which I'm also glad. Like, again, I'm glad that all is suffering because they need to suffer. You got to suffer to do better, right? And just like this, and I don't know why, like, again, I was mentioning this before, but I said, like, I don't know why Microsoft is blaming Xbox for revenue and stuff like that while they got their own fucking shit that they be fucking up with the whole, like, the AI bubble is popping right now, losing 400 and something. That's not from Xbox. That's just from Microsoft and Satya Nadella, that fucking idiot. And now even Windows 11 in 2026 go from bad to worse. 2 new bugs causes and havoc crashes on apps. Yeah, and possibly, you know, but there's are possibly fixes, and I don't know. Like, again, even they saying, like, hey, we need to earn Windows 11 trust back. Yeah, you do, because a lot of people are leaving and they're going towards, like, Linux and stuff. I'm even thinking about maybe I should start playing my games and starting to convert into Linux, because Linux really did came a long way. And the more that they keep developing for Linux, hell, Linux could be another way of just, like, why get Windows while I could just be playing games and running games off of Linux and I'll be good to go. You know, that could be a possibility. So they like again, I'm happy for this because, again, they got their work cut out. Now they got to fix Windows 11. Now, for me personally, I'm okay because I'm on 23H2. So I'm not updating my 23H2 to 25, whatever, with all these problems and bugs and problems and stuff. So I'm not doing that. So I'm staying where I'm at. If you know that you're going to get a PC, and you got Windows 11 installed, I will tell you just uninstall Windows 11, install Windows 10, or install, like, again, you know, Linux at the time being. Before once they get Windows 11 shit together, they need to get their shit together and stop with these constant bullshit updates. Test that shit and have it ready by the end of the year. That's what they should be doing. Every 6 months, you should do an update. Like in summer, update, you know, whatever, right? And then after that, do another update towards the end of the year. And that's how they should be really doing it. I don't know. But they got their work cut out. I'm happy for this. Good. Like, you know, Microsoft got the work cut out. Xbox got the work cut out and shit. I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, because again, Xbox is just for hardware sales and stuff like that. Sure, revenue went down 5%, but in terms of hardware, it's like that's not a secret. Like, okay, like we know about that, but again, we've seen the trend that a lot of gamers that's going away from out of consoles, they're investing into PC gaming. They're seeing PC gaming as the future. They're seeing a lot of investments going there. A lot of games are being made on there, and also both are putting games on both of those platforms, right? You know, so it's crazy. But like, again, like when we look at the numbers right here, right? See, look at this, over 20k new games added to Steam in 2025. Look at this, the numbers just keeps going up. They're going up. They're adding new games from it. Boom, they're going up. That's why again, Microsoft and Xbox sees this, right? All these companies are seeing it, right? Even third-party publishers are seeing it. Even Capcom is noticing this. Capcom has done so well, but you know what platform Capcom has done the most well is on PC. It's not even on fucking console. This is why I try to tell people. All these people that used to be on consoles, they're moving away and investing into PC. And ever since then, they're not coming back to consoles. They're going straight to PC. Look, the number is growing. The number of games that they're adding is growing. It is fucking growing. We got Valve is making a hardware, right? Microsoft is still making hardware, right? Microsoft is still making hardware. You got Valve as a software is making hardware as well. They already got a Steam Deck, Steam handheld. They're going to be coming out with the Steam machine coming out soon. They got a controller. They got another VR headset, bro. They're making hardware too. Not only selling games on a software base and making this as their bread and butter and their revenue, but they're also making hardware too, which is fucking crazy. They was just known as a software company. Now they're making hardware too. You know? So it's crazy, but you can see like the trend is going up. Is going up. Nobody is they're slowly moving away. See, this is why it makes sense why this is going down, because they're not investing in the console, they're investing in where? PC games. That's why I tell you, all these PlayStation fanboys want to act and ignore this bullshit, but we're going to get to them in a minute, because don't think you guys is going to get away with this shit, because for real, it ain't looking good for PlayStation, because now PlayStation say, well, we got 80 million casual fucking gamers. You ain't got 80 something million hardcore gamers are buying first party PlayStation title games. And most of these people are leaving the platform and they're going to PC. Look at the numbers. It's going up. It's going up, not down. They're going up. They're investing. They're investing in the PC market. Why? Because look, the games that we can get on here, it's fucking crazy. Look at these crazy deals on here. It's crazy. Like, look at it. Borderlands 4, $48 easily. 2K26, $24 on Steam. Look at this. Remnants, $21. Dead by Daylight, $8. Instead of $20, it's $8. Risk of Rain 2, $7. Covain, right? We just got a new Covain game, and that's even on sale for the base game for like $50 something. You got the old game right here, that's like $7. Mafia: The Old Country, that's $38. This is why PC gaming and people are investing in PC, because of prices like this that we can find. Prices that we can see even on Steam itself and other storefronts as well, besides Steam. Also Epic, right? Game Pass and in the Xbox app as well. They put sales on there too. They're buying these fucking games on cheap. Right? We go on here, right? You can see like again. Let's see what's on sale. Let's do controller support. Look at this. $60 for this right here. Got Silent Hill F. You got this one, Silent Hill 2. Another $60 a game. You got fucking Forza Horizon, $30. Pickup Motorsport, $34.99. Lords of Fallen, Dragon Ball Spark Zero, Red Dead Redemption. Look at this, Fallout 4, $5. Like, you know, this is why people are going into PC gaming, because it's a good investment. Like, they're investing in shit like, you know, again, it's crazy. I mean, shit. Like, where are you gonna beat this? Where are you gonna beat this? You got Fable right here. Fable Anniversary, $11. Jedi Survivor, $8. Easy pickup, Just Cause, $3. $3. Remnant, look at this. This is even cheaper than the one that it has on there, and this is on $12. It's $12 right now. Fucking crazy, bro. Look at the crazy discounts you're getting. Wait. San Andreas, $20. System Shock 2, $17. Octopath Traveler, $40 right now. So, like, again, the point stands. Like, this is why a lot of people are going into there to invest. They're investing, man. It's cheap money. It's easy to buy games. It's cheap, easy to get. You know, I'm not sponsored by Green Man Gaming, but I'm just throwing out here like, hey, man, this is why you see this is like, again, this is why you see the numbers going up. This is why you see more and more gamers year over year, every year from 2016 on up. More and more gamers are heading towards PC, right? They're going towards PC. You see how it climbing up the ladder? They're investing in PC more. Less consoles, more into PC, right? Now, get into some gaming stuff, right? After the whole bullshit that we just went through, right? They had the Xbox Developer Direct. I did a stream for it. I do apologize that I didn't do it live because I had some technical difficulties and I was being, you know, well, I kind of made a mistake. That was my fault. I was being stupid and ignorant. Should have checked on it, but I didn't. That was my fault. I'll try to do better next time. However, Xbox Developer Direct 2026 recap reveals including surprises and new Double Fine games. So yes, they showed off Forza Horizon 6, which I'm really excited for. Of course, I'm going to be playing it and buying it because I'm going to be giving them $120. Here you go. Here you go, Microsoft. Like, again, they're making games that I want to play, and they're making games that I want to play. So I'm more than happy to pay for it. Where's that same energy for PlayStation? They don't got no games for me to play over there. They really don't. The shit been the same fucking garbage ever since. And Nintendo got their ass whooped by Beast of Reincarnation. And I said to myself, if Nintendo first party game ain't got nothing close or even remotely close to this type of style game and the look, the graphically and stuff like that, that Nintendo Switch 2 means nothing. That shit is garbage. It means nothing. It's out of the conversation because all of the rest of their games is fucking trash. It's 2025 now. Nintendo needs to start investing into smart stuff because, like, again, they're just as much as in trouble as anybody else and they're getting left behind as well. Already made a statement and talked about it because, for real, the way how I'm spitting out facts, I'm spitting the truth. It's fucking for real. They're getting left behind like a bitch and it's ridiculous. And then we got Fable right here. The only game, like, again, I'm not interested is this one, Kale. I'm not into this, so I can care less about this one. So this one is a pass for me, but if you like it, more power to you. You know, if you want to whatever, fuck around and whatever, hey, that's fine. You know, no hard, no foul. But these are the 3 games right here. I got 3 this year in 2026. I am perfectly happy. I'm perfectly fine. I'm good to go. I'm going to be playing Forza Horizon 6. I'm going to make a lot of content. I will be playing Beast of Reincarnation. You know, maybe not as a let's play, but like kind of like just playing the game, just like showing it off and stuff like that. And I might do maybe a let's play for Fable. Who knows? Like, I'm not really into Fable like that. Not the first game, because I didn't play the first, the second, or the third game. Now, you probably say you should have played the game. Now, personally for me, I wasn't into cartoonish type of games like that, like back then. So don't hate me for it. I didn't find the appeal or attraction. But so far from what I'm seeing about Fable right here, this is something like, okay, I can see myself getting myself invested into playing this game. Like, this looks really cool, looks really fun, customize my character and stuff. Okay, I'm down. I'm okay with this. This is good. So again, I'm eating good. Especially Forza Horizon 6 is my game. I'm gonna make a shit ton of content for that. That's for damn sure. All right, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So they showed off that, right? And then we also heard, as well as PlayStation State of Play is locked in for February. It claimed. So it's probably going to see a State of Play next month. So we'll see what State of Nothing, or maybe State of Something, if they're going to show off something. But usually their State of Play is State of Mid, because nobody really cares about it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a reaction video to it, but I'm just going to let it play out, go to sleep, make a video about it, talk about it, and then, you know, wrap it up. Because PlayStation this year doesn't really have the games that nobody ain't really talking about. Okay, like, I think the only thing that they have out this year is what, fucking Sorrows. I'm like, okay, Sorrows is Sorrows, but that's not gonna drive people to be like, yeah, this is why I brought a PS5 for. Like, and then, you know, that Marathon game ain't looking too good because we had Concord 2 came out. But, you know, that's we'll get to that story in a little bit later. But yeah, you know, like, again, I gave this one, I think I gave the Xbox Developer Direct a like B-. If somebody says like a C or C+, I wouldn't be mad at it. I would be like, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I can see people looking at that. The only reason why I gave it a B-, like, again, they got 3 games for me right here that I'm able to play, and 3 is more than enough for me. 3 is more than enough, right? And even if they had 2, I'm okay with that, okay? But 3 right there is more than enough for me. I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't think there was no big surprise or big reveal. I think they playing it safe, and they're holding their cards close to their chests. So we don't know what's going to be coming up in the Xbox showcase in June. That's going to be really interesting to see what they're going to have to show. So we'll have to wait for that. But at least we know that I got 3 games. I'm perfectly fine. I gave it about a B-. I think that's fair. I don't think it's like some A or A+. If it was an A or A+, or like a B+, it would be like something like Kale right here was another, like, let's say it was Elder Scrolls whatever trailer whatever in 2027 and whatever. I'll be like, oh wow, crazy, right? That'd be like the craziest reveal. I'll be like so fucking like stoked about it. But yeah, no, I gave it about a B-. So there you go. But the State of Play, like, again, you know, we already know that it's going to be the State of Nothing again, you know. Let's see what games that they have cooking, bro, because I'm really just not excited, you know. Like, I think we talked about this like in the last time we talked about this, because of the fact that like, again, Ghost of Yotei was a failure, right? Neil Cuckman was missing deadlines in their upcoming Intergalactic the Prophet Heretic, whatever, their other fucking game that I really don't care about. You know, PlayStation just been sort of, I just don't, ugh, my god. And you know what the crazy part is? I gotta hear this take from this dude right here from Black Okage. Hey, take it away again. Say that again. PlayStation niggas don't do what?
You PlayStation niggas are never going to beat the allegations. Xbox niggas buy games. Steam niggas buy games. You know who, and Nintendo niggas is breaking records. You know who don't buy games? The niggas who swear have the best games on the internet in all the Twitter spaces, making all the TikToks talking about gaming is dead. What that say right there?
W take for Black Okage. Shout out to him. he said look, PlayStation sales decreased previous fiscal year, accounting for 10%. Damn.
Gaming is dead. What that say right there? PlayStation sales decreased previous fiscal year, accounted for only 10% of the total revenue. You niggas buy PlayStation 5s and PS4s to play Fortnite, 2K, Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden, college sports. You guys are fucking frauds. I've been said this shit.
Oh my god, yeah. I told you, PlayStation is a bunch of frauds, like for real. They really is some frauds. They do not buy games. They do not play nor buy games. Because like, again, if we was to look at all of, you know, shout out to Sigs, right? Sigs and Serial. If we was to look at all of his streams and all these motherfuckers are just begging, and on top of that too, they're not really talking about games. They're just talking about shit that's going on in the news, but they're not talking about what they're playing. They're not talking about like, oh, I found this new mechanic, or oh, I discovered this shit. They're not talking about none of that shit. They're not even buying any of these games. Honestly, they're just a bunch of fraudsters, man. They're just a bunch of con artist scammers. Oh my god.
I'm hitting the button again.
Okay, let me go replay this one more time, but I'm not gonna interrupt it.
You PlayStation niggas are never going to beat the allegations. Xbox niggas buy games. Steam niggas buy games. You know who, and Nintendo niggas is breaking records. You know who don't buy games? The niggas who swear have the best games on the internet in all the Twitter spaces, making all the TikToks talking about gaming is dead. What that say right there? PlayStation sales decreased previous fiscal year, accounted for only 10% of the total revenue. You niggas buy PlayStation 5s and PS4s to play Fortnite, 2K, Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden, college sports. You guys are fucking frauds. I've been said this shit. I'm hitting the button again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you know why they're frauds? Because look at this right here. That PlayStation are a bunch of fraudsters. Because you even got PlayStation themselves, the CEO and Sony, Sony sending out this shit right here saying, hey yo, it's time for you to upgrade, bro. Get the fuck off of that PlayStation 4 and come to PlayStation 5 on a console. They tired of you motherfucker dusty ass niggas still on that PlayStation fucking 4. See, Xbox niggas, they upgrade. They just like, you might hear one fucking Xbox motherfucker talking about, oh, I'm not upgrading, whatever, right? One out of like 9 motherfucking PlayStation dusty ass niggas on PS4s don't want to upgrade to PS5. Or they don't want to even invest into a PC or move on from gaming. They still stuck on old shit. They still living in the 90s, like still living in the 2000 era. Like, bitch, we're living in 2026. Where the fuck have you been? Where the fuck have you been? Like, yo, we living in a new era. These motherfuckers, and now you got, again, from PlayStation, the CEOs, Sony, okay, they send a message to you like, oh, all these games that are coming, anticipated, whatever, whatever. They're begging you, they asking you like, hey, get the fuck off of PlayStation 4, come to PlayStation 5. For real, they're even begging. They're begging. But wait a minute, I thought PlayStation has like again 80 million console sales and all this bullshit. But then Black Okage just told your fucking ass, right? They told your fucking ass. Hold on, let me see. I think Black Okage already told.
Yeah, it could be Broly's.
Hold on, let me go back up here real quick. Yep.
You PlayStation niggas are never going to beat the allegation. PlayStation sales decreased previous fiscal year, accounted for only 10% of the total.
10 fucking percent. 10%. So let's just say if Xbox console sales was, let's say they had like 100 million, right? Let's say 100 million, right? You know, console sales. And they only buy, but the games that they're buying only counts for 10%. So that means all the rest of them, like 90% of that console is just mainly playing like Call of Duty, FIFA, 2K. They're not even playing your first party games, nor even buying or caring about it. It's crazy. That's how you know, like, yo, that's how you know, like, PlayStation is a third party box. They're not a first party box. Oh no, they're a third party box for sure. They don't even want to buy PlayStation first party exclusive. Shit, Xbox is like, bro, I'm gonna be buying this game right here, $120 something. Here you go, here's my money. The last time I brought that from like even Forza Horizon 5, I gave them my money. Because you know why? Because I like Forza Horizon 6 and they're getting my money. Told you, these motherfuckers are just frauds, man. They are frauds and they are begging, right? But look at this. Xbox wants to more consistently with its PS5 release timing in the future. Yeah, they're going to be porting more games over there because guess what? They are buying these fucking games. They are buying Xbox games. I remember when, oh man, Xbox was bad. You know, Xbox got bad games. The revenue was down and shit like that, blah, blah, blah. Their console revenue was down. That doesn't matter because guess what? Everything is going towards fucking digital. And we just went back to the chart right here. Like, look, if we know that they got overall 30%, you know, whatever they lost, you know, because that's their console bullshit, right? That's whatever bullshit. But then if you look at this chart right here, look how many fucking games are being made on fucking Steam. The numbers is going up, not down. They're going fucking up, and Steam is a software company and they're making hardware. They're making fucking hardware on Linux. They're not even using Windows. They're using Linux. Their own Linux distribution. They're using their own shit. And these numbers are keep going up. Developers are putting more games on where? On Steam. More gamers are going towards fucking Steam. So now, given the fact that, hey, you know what? All these whatever Xboxers are being retarded. They jumping shift going to PS5. But again, all these motherfuckers, these casual gamers are most likely going to be buying and playing this game over your first party games from Sony. That's why I'm sitting there saying, that's why Black Okage said it only counts 10%. You see the number, see, now it's starting to connect together the dots that, hey, PlayStation is a third-party box. It's a third-party box for casuals, not for hardcore gamers, right? And even Sony rumors to be planning on bringing more PS5 games to Xbox. Yeah, because they want money too, right? And they brought Helldivers 2 and on the Xbox Series S and it did extremely well. So both of these companies are doing it, and they're putting games on where? On PC already. We already seeing it putting it on PC. We already seeing it being dropping on fucking PC. PlayStation games, Xbox games are, third-party games are dropping. Like, hello, what the fuck are we doing? They got games even on Game Pass. First party day and date. That's where Microsoft is killing it over what PlayStation Sony is doing right now. They're slow. They are fucking slow, and they're realizing that we're just a third-party box. We can't make good first-party games. They can't make a first-person shooter game. They can't make an open-world racing game. which they have a studio to do so, but PlayStation can't fucking seem to do it. And they know, guess what? This right here, his face, he sees the number for this. He sees it. He knows about it. That's the fucking crazy part. He knows that this game is gonna sell fucking lot of fucking money. He probably even seeing the numbers on Steam. He's seeing the numbers on Xbox. He's seeing the numbers even on their own platform. Sony, their own platform. They've seen that, yo, this game is going to be a fucking monster when it comes on their platforms, right? It's fucking wild. Uh-oh. Did it? Oh, the block? Oh, I guess it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, well. I think I had a news article about it. But let's move on. Click it off. But you can see why that... Look at this right here. Forza Horizon 6 jumped straight to number 2 on Steam top seller charts. They are pre-ordering the fuck out of this game. Number 2 on Steam charts. Number 2. You already know it's being pre-ordered on fucking Xbox, or they're gonna play it on Game Pass. And you already know that it's gonna come later this year for fucking PlayStation 5. Guess where it's going to be at? Number 1 top chart, most pre-order game. This is not looking good for Sony PlayStation, because you know why? They don't got a game to compete with Forza Horizon 6. And like I said, you guys are a casual ass box. You are fucking casuals. This is a casual ass box. Black Okage said it best. You blame Madden, FIFA, 2K, and all this bullshit. You don't think they're not going to pick up this game? Of course they will. Of course they fucking will, because it's a casual ass game. It's a fun game. It's just like, yo, I could just go around the world, do whatever I want. Sign me up. They're, like, again, Sony PlayStation is not delivering a open world racing game. What the fuck are they doing? And they see the number because look, I guarantee you they probably saw this number right here. They said, well, let's look at Forza Horizon 6. Wow, it's jumping to number 2 on Steam top seller charts. I can only imagine that it's probably going to do even more numbers in our platform. Yeah, it's going to do shit ton of numbers. Then when Gran Turismo 8 comes out, right? Who's going to be pre-ordering that game? Not that many people, because guess what? It's a casual box over there on PlayStation. Casual people plays like open world racing games more than a sim racing game. Sim racing games are not that popular. You want to put sim racing games, you got to put it on PC. That's where it's at. Sim racing games are more popular on PC than it is on consoles. End of story. But Gran Turismo has not made the same amount of sales as any fucking sim racing game that's on PC right now. I guarantee you that. You thinking like, well, I mean, Gran Turismo did like 20 million copies. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. We got fucking sim racing games that did well surpass 20 million copies. You got motherfuckers that have been selling the same game since 2014. Do I have to go back and tell you? Hold on. What was that game was? I think I should have it. I should have it right here. Assetto Corsa. Assetto fucking Corsa. This game. Oh no, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so like again, Assetto Corsa right here. Look, let's go on to the Steam. Let's go on the store page. Right? Look, do you see that date right there? That shit came out in 2014. You know how many fucking copies this shit was? A shit ton of copies. This right here is an old game from 2014, and people are still buying the fuck out of this game. This game has not even came out the storefront. And wait, we can go back to the chart, and I'm telling you, this is a sim racing game. This is a sim racing game. This came out a long time ago, and people are still buying this fucking game. Still buying it. Still buying it. What was that chart was right here? Look at this. This chart from 2016. That game that we just saw This is from 2014. Look, it's right there. 2014. 2014. We're in 2026. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's going on damn near 12 fucking years. 12, going on 12 years right now, and people are still buying and playing the fuck out of this game. This shit has not been delisted. Has not. It has not been delisted. This game is still on sale. People still on sale. It's still having discounts and shit. People are buying the fuck out of this game. Because of what? Not because of just the racing sim. It also has that too. If you want to do some racing sim stuff, it's cool. But also the casuals are buying it too. You know why? Because guess what? They're fucking playing it. Let's go on the community page. Do we have to show you? Like, look at all the mods setting up for it. Look at it modded. Like, look at the mods. Look, they're modding the fuck out of this game. Putting street roads on here and stuff like that. That's what the fuck they're buying the game for. They're putting roads, mods. They're putting in, like, you know, again, uphill, downhill. Like, we're about to get the Forza Horizon 6 in Japan. Street racing. They've been putting street racing game years ago. That's why it's still being updated, still being played. People are still playing the fuck out of this game. Still playing it. Still playing it from casuals to even fucking you know, racing sim fans, or racing sim, you know, like street racers. They do like racing sims. From casuals to this, and they're still buying this game. They are buying it, playing the fuck out of it. This will never stop. This will never stop. Like, this shit will still keep going for another 10, 20 more fucking years. People are still gonna buy this game. 12 fucking years. Going on 12 years. You know how many copies that was from all the way back from 14 to now? Tell you one thing, it blew past fucking Gran Turismo fucking 7. Blew past that. Blew past that. Probably blew past it from all the way over here. It's crazy work. And now we got this one right here is on jumping on number 6 and number 2 spot. Xbox is making fucking money. Okay, yes, I talk shit about, yeah, I like to see them suffer, they're losing this and that here and there, right? Which is all good. I want them to suffer because, like, again, they're not going to be like just a winner every single time in the book. They got to suffer too. Suffer so they can learn their lessons and they're going to try to do better. I encourage that, and I want that for fucking PlayStation 2. That's why PlayStation is also stepping in, especially this fucking asshole, this one right here. He ain't fucking around with PlayStation. He's stepping in and saying, bitch, if you're not gonna make a game good, we're gonna fire your fucking ass and we're gonna put somebody else there. Because we need to make money too. If Xbox over here is making money, this is on jumping up to fucking number 2. His fucking fat ass over here, his fat ass, he's going to be like, yo, we need to make money in our own console. We need to make money in the games and the studios that we have and what we fucking brought. Because we've been shutting down studios and canceling 12 live service fucking games. We got Marathon on the way. We just had Concord 2 that dropped not that long ago, right? And now Marathon is going to be Concord 3. Sony CEO says enough is enough of losing money on PlayStation with software. We're going to get our shit together. We're going to fire these fucking people and we're going to tell them what they want. We're going to tell them what they need to fucking do. If they say we want Jin Sakai in the next game, put his fucking ass in there. I want a Jin Sakai game. Like, Sony stepping in there is stepping on their fucking necks. I tell you one thing, Naughty Dog Studios up next too, because they're gonna be on the chopping block as well. After this, if their intergalactic game doesn't sell fucking well, yo, Neil Cuckman is gonna be out the door goodbye. He's good. Sony gonna step in, fire his ass, and put somebody else there. I'm telling you, like they see in the numbers what Xbox software games are doing on their own platform, and they want to do the same thing, but they can't. That's why they put in their games everywhere, because motherfuckers, like, again, you only account for 10%. So the rest of the 90%, 80% of player, any 80% of console gamers out there, they're only buying third-party games. They're not buying first-party games. PlayStation is fucking in trouble. They've been in trouble. They're more worse shape than what you thought. You thought Microsoft and Xbox is in bad shape. PlayStation is just as in worse shape than what Microsoft and Xbox is right now. Because Sony PlayStation don't have trillions of fucking dollars or billions of fucking dollars like Xbox and Microsoft has right now, and Windows. They don't got that fucking type of money. They are just as bad in the worst situation, right? We see them doing with the television, right? Selling their television to TLC. TLC, man. What? Yo, I never thought in the year of 2026 that I will ever see Sony to have a partnership with TLC. I might can see them maybe partner up with Samsung, maybe partner up with fucking, I don't know, LG or something like that. I can see that happen. But TLC TVs, I thought I would never see the day like that. But they're seeing the numbers, so it seems to me that a lot of these PlayStation, fanboys out here glazing, whatever, and fucking downplaying, whatever. The most downplayed person was this right here. This is how you know Dreamcast guy is a fucking fraud. We're gonna catch his ass in 4K right now. He claims right here that he said he plays Fable and all this bullshit, blah blah blah. Like, he plays Fable, but this is a lie that he never really played Fable. Watch, I want you to hear what this man got to say right here.
The characters themselves look really weird. Everybody kind of looks like, I don't know, weird claymation or cartoonish. The worlds look good, the monsters look good, the combat looks good, the magic looks good, but man, I am still not really sold about why everybody looks and sounds like that. The other part...
That's how you know right there, that little clip right there by itself, that's how you know Dreamcast guy, he doesn't play fucking video games. He's just another fucking fraud. Just right there by itself. Let's show the evidence. Look, I got both of them muted. Do we see this? This is more cartoonish. You was playing a cartoonish Fable game, and you're talking about, oh well, this game looks weird, it looks like claymation and stuff. How does this look like claymation and cartoonish? This looks like high fantasy. This looks like it came out of a Shrek movie, but even better. Like, if Shrek had an actual like sequel to a movie or whatever, and we like, what kind of graphics will Shrek will be like, maybe like whatever in the future, whatever, I will think of something like this. This is like high fantasy type shit. Does this look like claymation to you? Because to me, this doesn't look like fucking claymation at all. This looks like Fable. Let's see right here. Yeah, this looks like Fable. This looks like a better version of Fable than what we had. This looks like cartoonish. You could tell if it's cartoonish. Look at this. This is like, it came out of like World of Warcraft. If World of Warcraft had a graphical update from a long time ago, this would have been World of Warcraft, like the second coming, whatever. Like, oh yeah, we upgraded we're talking about like long time ago shit. Like, this is what it will look like. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like, damn, World of Warcraft getting an update like this? All right. But it's still cartoonish as fuck. Like, you could tell the trees, this, that, like, you could see it for yourself. And he said, what again? He said, what? That's how you know he does not play Fable. He would never play Fable in his life.
as good as possible. They seem very sincere. The only part of this that still doesn't quite work for me, something about the characters themselves look really weird. Everybody kind of looks like, I don't know, weird claymation or cartoonish. The
Weird claymation and cartoonish, but he sat there and told us that he plays the original fucking game. This fucking dude, like, everybody is so fucking so stupid. Like, they just let me know, like, oh, I play Fable, I did this. Tell me that you haven't played Fable without telling me, and you just proven that you never played fucking Fable. What the fuck are you talking about? I never played Fable in my entire life, but even I can fucking tell you the damn difference. It's crazy. I can fucking tell you the damn difference. I'm staring at it right now. Does this look like clay? This doesn't even look like claymation. The fuck? This looks like a fucking Shrek movie. I'm just saying, if Pixar was to do like an animation movie, like make it like a little bit better with detail and stuff like that, I could see Pixar saying, yo, let's take this engine, let's make a movie out of it. This will be fucking beautiful. This will be a great Shrek movie if they use this engine right here. This will be fucking great. I wouldn't have had an issue. I don't think nobody would have had an issue with this. Look at like the characters. Yo, it looks like it's straight off like. And you can't lie. This almost damn near looked like this would have been in Pixar. This would have been in a Pixar movie. You could tell the face expressions, the body, the type of clothes that they're wearing. This looks like a Pixar movie that if it was even better, like a little slight improvement, like they want to make improvements here and there. This could easily be passed for a Shrek fucking movie. And I will fucking believe it. I'd be like, oh shit, this is the next Shrek movie? Okay. I'm fucking down. What engine? Yo, they're using some crazy ass fucking engine. Bro, this looks amazing. This shit looks really good. I'm very impressed by this shit. But it's not. But again, this is from like again, they're using their own in-house engine, but like, you can't fucking deny. This shit looks really good. If they made a Shrek movie out of this whole entire fucking engine, I will be fucking impressed. And if they put it at the movie theater, I'll go and watch it. I will literally fucking watch it. Like, this shit looks really that good. This is cartoonish as fuck. You can tell how cartoonish it is. Like, you can tell. Like, look at this shit. It's talking about like, oh, like again, he never played Fable. That's how you know he's like, look at, this is all cartoonish. You can see the bridge right here. This is all basically cartoonish. This is almost like World of Warcraft had an upgraded, engine and shit. Like from a long time ago. Like when the first World of Warcraft started, then they said, okay, how can we make World of Warcraft but make it even better with better this and that? This will be like their concept art stage or something like that. Their concept stage, like, let's make World of Warcraft and let's make it into like this. This will be like, oh shit. Like back in the day, it will look incredible in our minds, but then when we look back on it today, it looks like shit, I mean, no disrespect. I mean, you still play old games if you're retro. Hey, more power to you, right? I got no complaints with that. But for me, during that time, it just the way how my mind was working, I didn't like this type of style of game. Therefore, I ignored this. I really don't care about Fable. Now we got 2026, like this type of Fable. This is something that is right up my alley. This is something that I want to play. Like now, today's standards. Back then, even my standards back then, I wasn't really into like this whole cartoonish style. I wasn't really into that. I think it was like during the time when like Grand Theft Auto, you had stuff like that. It's not like I never played cartoonish game. Like again, I did play the BioShock series. That's also got that cartoonish to it as well, but it's more like dark, creepy kind of vibes. This is not like, being a hero in the daytime. I don't know. Whatever the vibes, what it is back then, I didn't felt for this, right? But this is how you know, man. Like Dreamcast guy just say the most dumbest shit. Like, bro, like this is cartoonish. This is not. This looks like it could be a damn near a fucking movie. shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? Oh my god. But at least the likes to dislike ratio is crazy, so. But oh wait, nope, not a dislike. Where was it? Yeah, his likes to dislike ratio is fucking insane. It's like 1.5k dislikes, 784 likes. Oh my god. Tell me you haven't played Fable game without telling me you haven't played a Fable game. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, and last thing on the list, and I'm gonna be wrapping this up, and then in the video here, which I mentioned this, and I probably mentioned it a few 2 or 3 times earlier, but hey, Concord 2 High Guard just dropped, and it's doing absolutely fucking amazing. Wow, look at this, you guys. Overwhelmingly negative. Is amazing, man. This game is so amazing, you guys. You gotta play this game, right? You gotta play High Guard, bro. Like, High Guard is fire. You could ride on a panther, a bear, and a fucking horse. That shit looks fucking incredible, man. And they also added an update where now it's 5v5 instead of 3v3. Now they got 5v5. So it's like, okay, you know, hey, it's cool. You know? High Guard is here, you guys. Go check it out. Is no, actually it's not just High Guard. It's Concord 2 High Guard. It's really amazing. I mean, and then later on we're gonna have another Concord 3 marathon. That game is gonna be absolutely gonna be so amazing. It's gonna do even better than even Concord 2 release. Oh my god, this is crazy. You probably fucking sitting there laughing, like, being sarcastic, like, this nigga being sarcastic. I'm like, yeah, I'm being sarcastic. Like, I don't know what else I can fucking tell you, but yeah, it's poor optimization. We already know the drill. Jeff Keighley said, hey, I got this one last surprise, you guys, and he literally just destroyed the whole fucking studio with just that one trailer at the end. And basically, when the game came out, it overwhelmingly was fucking negative. People stopped playing it. They uninstalled the game, just like how they uninstalled, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, just like how they uninstalled Battlefield 6, like I did, because it just became fucking garbage. But this can be even worse, and it's so boring and it's so uninterested. You know, it's just like, okay, this is like a very much a lazy, you know. I don't think they don't know the gaming industry, but I'm glad that they got this out the way, because, you know, hey, they made it just in time before the gaming marketing, the gaming marketing as a whole in general has crashed. So just letting you know, like, oh my god, like my games are still fine. I mean, look, man, look, my games is doing perfectly fine. Look, I got all my games right here. They're still in my library, despite that we're in a gaming crash right now. And my Game Pass is still working perfectly fine. My PC Game Pass, we got High on Life 2. We can pre-install it right now, which is cool. Probably might do that, right? We got all these great, fantastic games on here, right? And games that I have downloaded I'm currently playing right now, right? Code Vein 2, right? You know, Dirt 4. I'm going to put out another video for that. I got Stalker 2. I'm about to jump back into that. I'm still playing Scarlet Nexus here and there. Shredders, I wanted to do a project with that, but I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting for a Starfield update. I'm keeping that installed. I'm going to be playing Tales of Arise again. And I'm also going to be playing Outer Worlds 2. I also got Warhammer 40k, and I'm playing Wu Chain Fallen Feathers on my own time, on my own little spare time. I've been playing that too. So I you know, my games are still here, you know, like, I'm good. I got my games, right? I got my Game Pass. I got games installed on Steam, right? You know, like, I got plenty of games, man. I'm eating good. I'm eating good. I got some. I brought some new games from last year, and I'm gonna be buying new games this year. So, like, again, at a cheaper price, though. You know, when it's on sale, right? So yeah, I think my gaming stuff has been pretty good. So I'm not, you know, again, High Guard being a massive failure. No, Concord, High Guard, and then Sony's next coming Concord 3 game is going to be dropping very soon, which is crazy, but we'll see what happens then. But Anyway, this will pretty much come to the conclusion right here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.